That's it. Now, this is a very important oracle message because it's answering stuff from 3 different videos I did off of a flip. So I'm going to let y'all hear it. It's buffering. But, so this is a Chicago Red Lodge knot. This shit is going down this week, y'all. It's going down this week. It's in the message.
Alafia, Brother Rod. Alafia, this is Emmy Wu. Alafia. So we are done. It's 5:30 a.m. And so I went and channeled, and I was told to get one of my godchildren on this with me because the downloads were really heavy, and I channeled from the Arvarians and upon others that were speaking down on me. And she also was, so she can help with what I got. So we went through, and she, it's a lot of paperwork, but we're going to go ahead and I'm going to give you the message. So when you were talking about the 3 figures,
3 kings, y'all.
And you were talking about the hourglass.
Hourglass was empty.
And as of yesterday, well, this morning, it's still going in, Heka was close to Thoth in Egypt. She is the triple goddess. When she talked about the woman standing there was a woman standing. This is the triple goddess. This is the maiden to the, I have everything written down. The maiden, the mother to the crone. Okay, Proverbs 8, chapter 8:14 equaled into 22, which is 2022, which it stated that there was no need to be having the understanding of power when there's not going to be any. When we looked at January 2nd, 2022, she added into the 7, which was the crown chakra, the Thoth, and then the Heka, the dark moon goddess. And then when I added, the way that I added equal to the 9. The death and the rebirth, the mask of an Aztec in Mexico. Quetzalcoatl, connected to Anubis. When we did the numbers of 8352, 83136623, the coding that I came out of twice was the Q to set to tell, the ETA of the time of revival of the Atlanta coastal. The end and the death, which was the Z, was the Omega, the A was the Alpha, the end and the beginning of the rebirth. The second message was set the ETA, the end and the beginning for Larry Hoover, Colorado, Angel Bay. And it was, Angel Tookie leaving. Those was the message coming from out of Corto Loco's name and the number system. The Sahara Desert is going to bring the sands particles up in the air, okay, to the southwest. And the southwest was mentioned was New Mexico, Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Texas, fallen fish.
Texas, fallen fish.
And then when we went into the hourglasses was stating that the present of the sand at the beginning and the end of the bottom of the future. Mother said nobody had no respect or disregard. They disregarded the time, disregarded the respect, disregarded of her children, and while we're here. Oya is in position. They are definitely in position. The Iyami are in position. The pillars, the 7 pillars, we are dealing with the crown chakra, the ego, the soul, the reproof. You said you was dealing with the council. The solar flares are going to push through. They're going to get very strong. The crossroads with Heka and Thoth, The crossroads, the conjuring door is getting ready to open to a stargate as she was going to open it. Elegua. Oya is standing and waiting in position. She's already hitting certain areas right now. Saudi Arabia, all. It's going to come to America, New York. Atlantic coastal is going to be hit. The date that we got was Thursday, the 6th. Oya and Shango, 2022. If Larry Hoover this week, and Angel Bay and Tookie on Thursday, the 6th to the 8th, we will see things, more heavy things. This will be the first hit of a warning. They're not playing. The drinking water is going to have mercury in it. There's going to.
Oh shit! Hopefully it'll pick back up where it was at. So this is the oracle message that we listening to that was sent to me this AM. Right? So it came in at 5:45. So it's a total of 10 minutes long. Because it stopped there, I'm not going to start it back because it'll start from the beginning. And that must mean that that's all of the message for public consumption. But it's a couple of things in the message that I wanted to touch on. The Heka. The Heka is the arms raised. I don't know if y'all can see, but they together like this in the Egyptian hieroglyph. And she said that the Heka is the symbol for the three-phase goddess, which is the moon, the goddess of the moon. And the three phases come in is the maiden, the mother, and the old crone, commonly referred to by us on the land as the three sisters. The three sisters is instrumental in everything that our people did, as well as she come back with the 7 pillars. The 7 pillars is each one is symbolic of a chakra, but it's also symbolic of a seat of order within the physical reality, and each chakra represents the energy in order to organize. So you have to organize the energy according to the 7 chakras. And she went on to say that the hourglass was empty and it was the symbolism of the flipping of the hourglass in the sands of time, because this is the end of the end and the end of the beginning of the new beginning, meaning all roads have been cleared, all debts have been paid, all karmics have been exposed, all frauds having called forth for the 3 kings to come. Then she went over the message was to look for this weekend, the 6th and the 7th. And then I got a knockback later in the day on the 6th and the 7th for a weather anomaly incoming. And she said that it's going to be a huge event and that there is a significant warning tied to this event. Then she went on to say that there was no respect for the time frame that the Great Mother gave. And because they didn't have any respect for the time frame, now they get to suffer the wrath of the Great Mother, as she has her big daughter Oye in waiting. This is a water event. Oye is in charge of all of the waters, the lakes that's not part of the sweet water of Oshun. You can't see Oshun until her sister flood the land. So, and she only does that when Big Mama is being disrespected. And according to the oracle message, Big Mama feel disrespected and slighted because the time frame was given and they didn't produce. But the reason they didn't produce because they was running what you call a diversion op. The diversion op was to get me to fall into a false narrative, as if I don't know that Larry is the chief and ain't nothing wrong with him and he's good and physically good health and sound mind. So they wanted me to push that narrative, which would have threw us all out of whack, because how in the fuck am I telling y'all free Larry Hoover knowing that the man would be deceased? That's fucking retarded. Why would his son be still talking about free my father and as if he don't have communication with his father? Go to the motherfucking federal motherfucking roll. Somebody went to that shit, sent it to me, pulled up where they had Larry Hoover information and said that was all the receipts they need. They did their own individual research to satisfy their own need for evidence. Motherfuckers telling us Larry dead with no evidence. But they want me to stop telling y'all free Larry Hoover. Then the slight come in, you know, the backbiting, the deceit, oh, he's a fraud, he fake, he calling me out on some shit that ain't true, but they never said what that I said wasn't true. They just mad because I called them out on it. And I'm gonna call the motherfucker out every goddamn time because until I see my motherfucking chief, I'm in the war mode. And as long as I'm in war mode, these motherfuckers is in trouble, right? I'm trying to get home, trying to get mine home with me. I'm not trying to be bullshitting with the enemy. I know who the fuck they is. I know how they operate. When they came with that bullshit, Big Mama said, wait. Big Mama said, fuck it, get them, flip the fish in the street when she rained the fish in Texas, which also came through in the Oracle message. Then she went on in the Oracle message to say that there is portals opening up and that Big Mama was about to open something called the Big Portal or the Great Portal of Magic. Whatever it is, I don't have no idea exactly what she talking about, but I got a suspicion of what she talking about. And if there's any validity to what my suspicion is in relation to the message that I'm picking up, somebody in trouble. And there's somebody gonna have to answer for some shit. And it's not gonna be me because I did my part. Now, all these motherfuckers running scared because I called them on their bullshit, right? And I called out the bullshit of the ones who tried to pit me against people that ain't thinking about me. Rashad Jamal ain't thinking about me. Kali Aman, I think, what his name? Kalai, that nigga ain't thinking about me. That nigga got his own lane. They in their own lane, doing their part to solve the problem. We all ain't supposed to do the same thing to solve the problem or you won't never get it done. We all dispatched to different parts of the problem, right? So when you understand how the problem was structured, then you understand why some of us had to be the bad guy. And some of us just gonna be the straight motherfucker across the board. I don't have to be the good guy or the bad guy. I'm the straight guy. When you bump into a straight bump, you get straight bumped back, whether you come to the left or to the right. You treat me right, I'm gonna treat you right. You treat me wrong, I'm gonna fuck you up. You cross my people out, I'm gonna cut your throat. It's just that simple. And I don't care if wherever they at, remember, everything gotta be revealed. All frauds gotta be revealed. At the end, all of the dirty players gotta be revealed. Don't get angry and don't take sides while they being revealed. Even if that motherfucker would have been me. But I don't have enough give a fuck to cross somebody out because I can get it on my own from the dirt. So I don't have the ambition and the gumption. Did y'all say, can y'all hear me? Somebody said there's no sound. Somebody say, dream strong lightning bolt in New York City today. I'm glad you brought New York up because New York came up in that Oracle reading. And also, this my Nubian sister, Sika, she gave a warning for New York, right? So the Oracle message said that New York had sunk 5 feet. I don't know what Sika message was on New York, but she said something is incoming to New York. I don't know. I'm just reading what the oracles is saying. I haven't got no direct intel on New York, but the oracles is seeing something coming from spirit, which it always happens in the spirit before it happened in the physical. I'm going through the comments before I go any further. Yep, my man say you can check at any death at the coroner's office. But according to the individual that's claiming Larry is dead, right? They saying that me bringing attention to Larry plight is what made them kill him. That's some bullshit. Because it would have been advantageous to the enemy to tell us Larry was dead even if he wasn't. But they never did that. So the secret enemy, the enemy within, gonna slide up under the motherfucking number one advocate next to Larry's son and Kanye to pushing this free Larry Hoover agenda, because we know that it's tied to all of our shit on the land. And so they want me to produce proof of life. It's coming. I'm telling you, you're going to see Larry Hoover. I'm telling you, you're going to see Chief Malik Angel Bay, and I'm telling you, you're going to see Big Tukey. This is not a guess. This is a guarantee. And I don't guarantee shit unless I can produce the receipts. But motherfuckers think I'm supposed to produce the receipt when they want me to produce the receipt. Yeah, it been some anomalies going on in Cali, in the Southwest in total. See, that's the response. That's Mother talking about the Mexico-American wars. So, you know, it was Conjure involved in that. Yep. She said, Sika said today that Atlanta is not safe. Well, I don't know if it's safe or not, because I'm not into the fear-mongering game. But I'm going to tell you this. Follow the animals. If you see that there's no birds in your area, it's a sky event coming. If all the birds land on the ground, it's a ship in the sky. If you see all of the like deer and shit going to high ground, dogs and shit disappearing from motherfuckers' house, get the fuck low. It's coming into that area. That's how you tell. And so, also, we had a blizzard. We've been having blizzards and snowstorms in the Midwest. It's fire in Colorado, burning down whole communities. It's motherfucking raining fish in Texas. It's motherfucking freezing blizzard and hailstorms in Egypt in the Sahara Desert that she also mentioned in the Oracle message that I have already posted about those weather anomalies that she was talking about. Somebody said they in New York, but they just don't know where they to go. Go where your roots. Follow your roots. Your roots gonna take you back to the safe place. Yep. When them animals get to disappearing, it's catastrophe coming. They gonna know before the humans, because they read the spirit better than humans. Humans got to the place where we disregard the spirit for the words of man, right? So that's why it's written in their Bible, these people draw near to me with their mouth, but their hearts are far from me, teaching this doctrine, the commandments of me, and that's your law. That's your law of your legal fictitious corporation that don't got nothing to do with us. But as long as you feel like you need somebody to tell you how to live your life, then you need somebody to tell you how to live your life. Yeah, so I mean, it's a lot of messages coming in. I'm not gonna tell nobody to leave. I'm gonna tell you to watch the animals. The animals don't give a fuck. When they tell you it's time to get the fuck out, they don't care if you pay attention or not. You know? Well, the animals is gonna always tell you before the human know. Yep. So she said she got all kind of animal life around her in Southern California. If the motherfuckers disappear, you disappear too. If you see the direction they going, following that direction, the animals gonna keep you safe. You ain't got to rely on the weatherman. You don't have to rely on no oracles. You can follow the animals and you're gonna be straight. We followed the animals to migrations out of great catastrophes because we knew that nature talked to the human through animals and through other elements in nature. So then we watched the animals to know that we need to move, right? So I'm not going to say you need to move because you in this city. That's foolish. The animals going to tell you, right? So I can't say that enough. And this is why we got totem animals. Your totem animal going to come to you in a dream, and that motherfucker might talk to you telepathically and say, hey, you need to get your ass up right now out the bed. Danger coming. Wake the fuck up. You in a dream. Wake up in the other dream so that you can fix that motherfucker for you don't never get out of this one. Right? So